We are live on the internet, I do believe. I would like to apologize to everybody online. We've got a huge group here this evening at Southside Garage. We've got people, you might be able to see them way back there. They're in the food line. So, yep, there's Wayne. Yep, the food line is here. Can you hear us? Okay, great. We're in good shape. Matthew Kellogg, welcome to the Appalachian Mountain Bike Club September meeting. Wow, I got Santi. Let's all clap for Santi. Yes, that was a great attempt at the welcome clap. Weather report is that it is so very dry right now that we will have rain this week. It will matter a little bit, but just make sure to check the website. Dave will figure it out. He'll be using all of the information. What is it, Mary Beth?
Oh, you're on there.
Okay, I had a question from the crowd. Well, I was saying something about check the internet. I believe Dave will have all the intel you need for that. The gates at Baker did close momentarily last week for the storm that came through. It's running great over there. We need the rain. So I don't mind a little bit of a rain dance in September and into mid-October, because we need some moisture to work on a couple of the trails at Baker. So we do need some moisture, but let's just make sure we're clear for the first weekend in November. So that's everybody on par with that? Good? Scott, what is happening the first weekend in November?
Is there an event?
There is an event, and we'll talk about it here in a minute, though. It's a good one. You're going to love it. You're going to be there. I think so, at least. All right. Wayne is in the food line, or else I would ask him to welcome any new members. So I'd like to just extend a welcome to anybody who is new to town, which I know we have at least one new to towner here. And anyone else who renewed their membership or joined up, thank you so very much. We do appreciate the support. News and recap. The crew, we're going straight into the meat and potatoes right now. The crew is over there working at Baker Creek, making some big old jumps. And that's a project that we've talked about for the last couple months. Well, it is happening. The earth is moving at Baker Creek. You'll notice Fire Drill is the trail that we're revamping right now. And so this is a partnership with City of Knoxville and AMBC to biggie size that jump line. And so the old gravel jump line is getting biggie sized. I know for me it matters little other than the fact that we have a big jump line in a public park is super rad. So I will never be on that line. I will love to watch whoever here in the crowd is on that jump line, and I think Knoxville deserves it and should have it, and so I'm psyched that we're building it right now. It will open pre-Fall Fest, but we will actually do an official ribbon cutting Friday of Fall Fest, which is November 1st. Yeah. We'll have the mayor and the vice mayor out there on dirt jumps to cut the ribbon, jump the line. It's going to be fantastic. Everyone should be there that afternoon. I know the first part's true. I don't know if they're bringing bikes. So, the other recap news, we had a really great work party over at Marie Myers Park, and I want to thank everybody that came out for that. Good crowd. We had an awesome crew of Boy Scouts from Webb come over. They can tote some gravel, and certainly did. We were able to rebuild or build a retaining wall over there, did a bunch of invasive work, rebuilt a berm, and you should notice quite a bit of the work that was completed that weekend. I want to give a shout out to Sono Taco for providing. Missy, do you need, what's going on? Something's happening in front of me and behind me. So Sono Taco, thanks so much to Howie and the crew over there for providing us lunch. It was fantastic. And Lippman Brothers is always keeping us from getting parched after our work days. Speaking of work days, this weekend, Saturday, National Public Lands Day, we are going to be working up at Lewiston. All of our favorite winter riding happens at Lewiston or Norris, it seems like. So join us for Lewiston. We've got awesome food being prepared by, where is Tom? Tom's right here. Tom's going to be whipping up lunch. Creature Comforts is our, and Tom is with REI, if you don't know. That is his middle name. Maybe his last name. No, it's your surname, sir. No, it's REI Tom. Whatever it is. We thank Tom and we thank REI for their involvement in our work parties. Nonetheless, we will be there from 9 to noon at Lewiston to get a ton of work done. We mapped out all of our projects this afternoon. There are quite a few drains that need to get nicked up there. We've got some berm work to do. We've got some invasive work to do. I did notice today on the maps, if anybody hasn't reviewed the picnic table at Lewiston, get on Google. It's a place. It currently has 3.9 stars, I believe, and some great reviews, including one from Marco. Is Marco here tonight? He's not. So think about a review, because I do believe it is a fantastic picnic table in the woods. And somebody wrote that it was going to be what they were planning their weekend around visiting. So, yeah, high marks on that AMBC picnic table. That's good. The rest of our work parties are on our website, and I believe Mary Beth has so kindly updated our Facebook page and has Facebook events for all of those events. You may have seen an invite from myself or from somebody else. If you didn't get an invite for that, hop on your Facebook on the computer bot machine or on your phone and invite some friends and make sure to join us, because generally speaking, we're going to have a work party the first Saturday of each month now through June. So come and go as you please. We always have a ton of great projects, and we always have a ton of great volunteers. So pop in when you can. Speaking of helping out, for folks that wish to sponsor work days, we've got a new system for doing that. Slots are filling up, so we've got a few different lunches that are available. If you want to sponsor a work party for either lunch and or beverages, Dave Williams has a link for that, so we can get that to you. Wanted to remind you that hunting season is in effect. Last month, TWA was out to chat a little bit about that, and we want to maintain a conflict-free zone in the urban wilderness. So just pay attention to the hunting regs. Give everybody some space. Trails are our common ground, and we're all neighbors out here. So just make sure to be nice and say hello. Wear some orange if you can. Sure. We will actually be wearing orange at Lewiston this weekend, orange and safety yellow, because it is the opening weekend of turkey, I believe, up there. So there will be some hunters in the area. And one of the major concerns when TVA was originally laying out Lewiston was potential conflicts with hunters. And after my ride today with Clay, he mentioned that there have essentially been none, and that they're really proud of everybody's adult behavior. So, is that worth a clap, Santi? Yeah. Let everybody be good adults and get along. It's fantastic. It is possible to have multi-use trail systems and hunting in the same location. We also, last month, just in recap, hosted over 50 individuals from around the country that came to Knoxville, invited by the International Mountain Bike Association. So we were the host city for a leadership conference, and I know Philip was there, myself was there, or I was there. Wes spoke about the city's involvement in the urban wilderness, and it's just really impressive for Knoxville to be a host city for IMBA, to bring a bunch of leaders from around the country. So everybody owes themselves a pat on the back for being part of this community, because it does take everybody at the table to be so rad. So, hey, Philip, I'm going to bring you up real quick. And I'm going to step back here and grab this this thing back here. So Philip's going to talk real quick about some changes that Sorba's doing. They're stepping up to the plate, and I'm pretty psyched about it. And you take over the mic from here, Phil. Here's the camera.
Hello. Wow, I'm louder than Matthews. Philip Darden, Executive Director of Sorba. If you don't know what Sorba is, we're a regional-wide organization. AMBC is one of our 47 chapters. And we are changing how membership is handled. So currently when you log in, you go to the IMBA website, and it's a little bit weird, and you become a member of AMBC. We're going to try to simplify that. And by that, we're bringing our own system in, and we're going to launch that April of 2025. When we do launch it, we're going to have to get you to move your membership over to the new system, because we don't keep your credit card information, and we want you to move it over on your own. But yeah, it's a big initiative. I think it's a good move for Sorb, and it's a good move for our chapters so that we can really be a little bit more self-sustainable. And that's it.
And with that, AMBC thought it was important enough for this to happen. Sorb has been working on a fundraising push right now to make sure that this transition goes well. And AMBC wanted to hop up to the table and present Sorba, which is different for us. We are presenting checks to Sorba this go around for $5,000 to essentially boost this initiative and make sure that the transition goes well and that all the chapters across the Southeast are on strong footing moving forward. So we're psyched to have Sorba really stepping up. And next time you see any emails from Sorba about their various conferences, they're super informative. I attend all of them, and most of them are open to, actually all of them are open to members, and you can get quite a bit of education, and just it's a melding pot of all the clubs within the Southeast, and it is a blast. So Philip, thank you.
Thank you.
The next Sorba meeting, Philip, is in Birmingham, weekend after next. Yep, week from Friday. I will be down there. I can't wait to go to the Bump Fall Festival. It's on Saturday. So looking forward to seeing what they've got going on at Oak Mountain State Park. Great. Joyride. Woo, woo, woo. Madeline, what you got? There's a camera right here.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Madeline from AMBC Joyride. Our whole mission is to get more women on bikes. So if you've never been to one before, thank you. We get more women on bikes. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. We have rides for every level from brand new riders to all the way to advanced. So if you haven't been on one, I would encourage you to sign up. It's always a really fun time and a great way to meet other women who like to ride. Last month, we had a ride at V Hollow for intermediate riders. It was great. The legs were a little sore after that one. And then yesterday we had a ride for all levels from Meets Quarry, sponsored by FC Peddler. They made a great spread of lunch after, so thank you to them. And our next ride is going to be at Fall Fest. So we're planning a ride for new all the way to advanced. There's going to be something for everyone. So we would encourage you to sign up. Sign-ups are open now on our Facebook page. You can sign up through the link there. And then we need volunteers. So please volunteer. Thank you to everyone who's ever volunteered for a Joyride. We could not do these without you.
Incredible. And thanks for your leadership, Madeline. All right. Next up, Amanda, you talking social rides? Oh, it might be We should Rochambeau for it right now. All right. So, AMBC social ride. What's going on, you two?
I guess.
Okay, I'm reading Carter's notes, so if they're bad,
we're
blaming him.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next ride is this Friday. It's Friday Night Lights. This is our football theme ride. Get it?
Oh,
Friday Night Lights? Yeah, okay, right.
Is that a night ride?
It is.
Oh.
So we're kind of incorporating the football theme with night riding.
Okay.
So bring your lights. It's going to get dark,
Okay.
hopefully.
Where are you meeting?
We're going to meet at Baker. Yeah, we're going to meet at Baker and just kind of stay close by, but we're going to have several different levels. We're going to have a beginner, probably like what is that going to be, our JV, our junior varsity ride? Yeah, and then we'll have our intermediate. That's probably will that be varsity? Yeah. And then our advanced ride, what is that, the collegiate kids? Like that's the scholarship kids. Those are going to be.
Is there a marching band?
We're hoping.
Okay.
If the marching band doesn't show up, though, that's okay. Because we're going to crown our homecoming king and queen. And we are going to have awards for the best dressed. Because we're encouraging the football theme. You got your jerseys, you got your cheer outfits, any and all of that stuff. We're going for it. So we're really going with the theme this time. Hopefully the rain will hold out.
It's gonna be great.
I mean, we're hoping for this. Undo typing. I think I may have just ruined your phone. Sorry.
You're there. Yeah, it's just a black screen now.
Okay, yeah, weird. So Luke at Fountain City Peddler, FC Peddler, he is also helping sponsor this ride. He's going to come out and do bike checks. He's got some lights. If you don't have a light, he's going to let some people borrow lights. They're limited, so come early. Yeah, limited lights. Come early if you want a light. 2 Bikes is also going to be there. I think they're going to be helping man a grill because afterwards, what do you do in a parking lot for football games.
Tailgate.
You tailgate.
All right.
So we're tailgating. We're going to have some food and some beverages in the parking lot, and it's going to be a good time. So sign up. We've got sign-ups on the AMBC website. We're pushing that around. Sign up. Let us know who all's going to be there. After that, we've got a Big Fun Tuesday.
Okay.
The last one, I believe.
Of the season.
Yeah, I think that's October 1st. Yeah, that's going to be our Big Fun Tuesday, and then Fall Fest.
Excellent.
We'll be spreading the word about that too, but I think we're good. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone wants to do extra miles to Friday Night Lights, we're going to be leading a ride through 2 bikes to Baker Creek starting at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Sharp at 2 bikes.
So anybody who wants to ride from town over to Baker can meet at 2 bikes at 6 p.m. sharp. That's a ride, a rolling time. Might want to get there 5:45. Talk a little bit. Get your bike tuned up. They now do memberships, by the way. Something to consider. 2 Bikes is a 501c3 nonprofit. They've got all sorts of good stuff going on over there. Oh my goodness, Amanda is back at the mic.
Sorry, I totally forgot. If you guys are interested or ever want to help with any of the social rides, we always need volunteers. We need leaders. We need sweeps. We need people to help organize. We've had a few consistent volunteers. I'm looking at you guys, looking at some of you guys. Thank you. But if you guys are interested in ever wanting to jump in and lead or help or whatever, we always need volunteers. So see Carter or I see you're not volunteering. I saw your hand go up.
She just bought something in the auction.
You totally just volunteered yourself. You're signed
Yeah,
up.
Katie just signed up.
Thank you, Katie. You're going to lead the advanced ride. Appreciate you.
2 more times.
Yeah, love it. But seriously, if anybody would love to help, we would love to have you. So, okay, I'm done this time, really.
Rachel just raised her hand too on accident, so she's volunteering. All right, AYC updates. Ryan, where you at? Come on up, bud. I want to hear more about the alum that's currently riding.
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good to be here. So it's my honor to talk about our. We have. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. So we have, as probably most of you know, AMBC has a youth contingency called Appalachian Youth Cycling. So myself, Chris Joyce, Aaron, a bunch of us here in town help out and volunteer with that. Fantastic opportunity. We'd love to have more coaches, more people to ride with us. Always looking for a deeper bench on the volunteer front to help out with the kids. It's super rewarding. So we've got it's National Interscholastic Cycling Association is the organization that we primarily race with, even though we do a bunch of other races as well. But we're in the middle of our NICA season right now. We just had race 3 out in Nashville area. And race 4 is coming up, and that's our local hometown race, but it's Morristown. So it's up at Panther Creek. And as such, being our hometown race, we are expected to host as the local club. And so we need volunteers. So NICA asks us to send out a volunteer list. And we'd love to have as many people as are able to come out and help set up the course. It's super easy. It's a super well-oiled machine. Like, everything's dialed. They'll tell you exactly what to do. We just need people to show up on Saturday, like around, I think it's like 8 or something, and to help set up the course. And so the more the merrier, and the easier it goes. And we're having a fantastic season. And so come out, even if you don't volunteer, come out, cheer on the kids for the local race. It's really a fun time. It's a really well-organized deal. So let's see, yeah. And I'll send you out a link for the NICA volunteer thing. Anyway, so, okay, yeah. So the next thing I wanted to highlight, one of our former racers, I think from like 3 years ago, Bond Almond, is currently in the middle of the Pan America route. And just got to the Mexico border today.
Where do you ride from?
From the top of Alaska. Yeah. And he just set the fastest known time from border to border of the U.S. So from Canada to Mexico. Wow. The kid is insane. He's averaging like over 200 miles a day or something? What's that? Yeah. I mean, The kid's a monster, and yeah, follow him on Strava. All right, what's that? Yes, 5th of October, Panther Creek, and that's a Saturday. I'm sorry. The volunteer we need is Saturday for setup, and the race is on Sunday. So to be clear. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you, and thank you to all your crew. Incredible. So, Scott, I wanted to elaborate a little bit on the conversation that we had earlier about the first weekend in November. The first being November 1st, Friday. We're going to encourage everybody to join us down at Baker Creek because it'll be the opening evening for our fall festival. We're going to be opening a new jump line that evening. We're going to be lighting the pump track and the jump line that evening. Pretty new for us. You're also going to be able to engage in a square dance and or join us for some short films that are cycling related. Santi's pretty psyched about this. We're gonna end the evening fairly early, maybe 10 p.m. or so. The merchandise will be open that evening, and then we're gonna invite everybody back out on Saturday, November 2nd, for Fall Festival. And if you haven't been to Fall Fest before, we invite about 3,500 of our closest friends to join us at Baker Creek for a fantastic bike-themed party. And so there will be rides happening all day. There will be merchandise available all day. There will be bands playing. There will be bikes in the air of all varieties. We will certainly have the invitational only pump track event under the lights. That will be Saturday evening. The whip-off will be held on the last tabletop at Devil's. And we expect everybody that's here to be there. And for you to also bring a friend, because it is a fantastic day down at Baker Creek. We'll cap the evening off with a silent disco. We have ordered more headsets than ever before. We cheer for this. So, if we think we're going to have more than 500 headsets, then y'all need to tell me now. 200 last year, 500 this year. Now, that's not the same ratio on Porta-Johns, just to let you know. We are up in Porta-Johns too, but nonetheless. All the information for Fall Fest is on our website. Speaking of our websites, you guys should hop on to both ambcknox.org and just look at it someday. Just clear the cache, pull it up, look at it. Then send an email to George at a side project. George keeps us looking so good all the time. So we appreciate George's design and web ability. That yes, requires a round of applause. A side project keeps us looking so good. He also has made us a Fall Fest site, which is fallfest.ambcknox.org. And that's got all the information you need. A full calendar from Friday through Saturday evening. It's got links to the silent auction. It's got links for our raffle that's going to be launching at the first of the month. It's got links to volunteer and to sponsor the festival. So it's got all the information that everyone can need. So we're psyched to invite you back out to Fall Fest. I will say, don't hop on there and volunteer right now. Give me a week. We need to update the schedule. That's all we need. The Google Doc is not quite ready for public consumption. If you click on it, it's going to say 2023 for a reason, because it's last year's. So we'll get it fixed. We'll also send out an email. And we hope to have everybody out volunteering for that. That festival takes over 100 volunteers to put on. The shifts are short. They're fun, with the exception of trash. And it's just the truth. But we have help with trash now. So anyway, with that, I'm going to give a rundown of what the crew's been up to. They've been up to a ton of work at Baker. They finished up A&TB stuff over at Sharps Ridge and a ton of invasive work on Lincoln Trail. We just received a lumber package after our bridge assessment that Casey did. Casey's not here this evening. We are starting to go through our list of bridges that need help, and I believe our January work party is going to be dedicated just to structures. So if you like building bridges, make sure to be around in January, because we're going to be lumping them out all throughout the system. Make sure to communicate with us via our Trails email, trails@ambcknox.org. If you see a tree on the trail, just send us an email. It's that easy. We can make those disappear through the help of volunteers and staff. So send us a photo of that tree and preferably a screenshot of where that happened, and we'll make sure it gets cleared. And the same thing for trail issues. So if anybody has anything else, let me know. If not, I think that's this. Oh, Ani! My goodness, Ani. This is terrible. This is my fault. Ani is going to chat about the rad. Okay, so Fall Fest. We're always improving Fest. And Ani has been putting on the short track race for how many years? It's got to be going on. It's
More than 10 since it was at Mary Beth's.
Yeah, so this is our 15th year doing Fall Fest, and I wouldn't doubt if you guys have been doing it at least 13 or 14 years.
That's about right.
So we've learned a thing or two, and Ani has come up with an incredible race format to utilize for Fall Fest that she's going to present tonight. So I'm going to hand it over.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, we've noticed that. Oh, thank you. Hey. We've noticed that in the last several years, that short track race is getting a little bit more challenging, which is so great because it's wonderful to see how much Fall Fest has evolved over the last 15 years. My name is Ani Roma, and I'm with Dirty Bird Events, and we've been putting on that short track race that goes through the festival ever since it started a long, long time ago. And so what we're going to be doing this year instead, which is a lot more safe, but also a lot more fun. I know that when people hear the words virtual race, it sounds a little bit, but the way that we do virtual racing with Dirty Bird Events is a little bit different in that we give you an exact course that you have to follow, and a window of time in which to complete it. And you can keep doing it over and over again until you get the time that you want. And you can actually see how you stack up compared to other racers on that. And so this is very similar to how we do the Rugged Duck every spring. But what it is the Fall Fest mountain bike virtual race. The time to start racing is going to open at 7 a.m. on Friday morning, and it closes at 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. Registration has just opened just now, and I haven't talked to anybody else about this event yet because I wanted you all to be the first to hear about it. Right now, Mary Beth is dropping some links into the comments on the live feed, and the link to register will also be up on the AMBC webpage. It's $10 to register, and that just covers the cost for putting on the event. In order to register, you need to go to the link and sign up to pay the $10. You also want to download a special app. It's called Race Joy. This is what allows you to see how other competitors are doing in comparison to your performance, as opposed to just how other virtual races, you just clock your time on Strava and turn it in, and good luck to you. So what it is it's 3 separate segments of generally the South Loop, and you have to complete all 3 segments in order to be eligible to win prizes. So one segment is the quarry area, which is Burnett Ridge and Ross Marble. The second segment is West Perimeter, and the third segment is Sydney Bell, Margaret Road, Shadow Run, Marge McLean, the Hasty area. And so what you do is you start at the starting point, you start that app, and you go as fast as you can until the end of that segment, and you can see immediately if you're in first place, second place, and so on. And what we do is we add up your times for all 3 segments, and then the top finishers are the winners. So we'll be giving out, and by we I mean AMBC, thank you. AMBC is going to be awarding top finisher prizes and also random finisher awards. And so even just for trying, if you complete all 3 segments and you're a registered racer, you're eligible to win some awards as well. You have to be present at that 7 p.m. at Baker for Fall Fest up on the main stage, but that's the general idea. So it's called the AMBC Fall Fest mountain bike race, and I think that's all. It's but I'm around to answer questions. It's like I said, it's a little bit different than other traditional virtual races, but you get the idea. You have to do that predetermined course. It's not marked. You got to know where you're going. I think hopefully most of us know our way around the South Loop, but that's it. Thank you.
Awesome, and thank you. with that, we're going to end tonight's meeting. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. We're going to see you next month. We do this the fourth Monday of each month, October 28th, 7 p.m., right here. I hope it's just as glorious as it is this evening. So with that, thanks so much. We'll catch you next month.